Hello, everyone. Welcome to Black Love and Plants, episode 5. I'm Chanel. Just gonna wait for everybody to come in. As soon as Tiffany and Sam, our guests this week, get here, you can just request and we'll start our show. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I literally just got in the house ready for our conversation today. Just waiting for Sam and Tiffany to come in and request. And do a little dance because it's awkward sitting here by myself. I was at a pop-up today for the second day in a row. I was with Shauna from Soil Vibes. Give her a follow. If you know her. If you don't know her, she has a store in Manhattan on 37th Street. And I got this Hoya that I'm super excited about. It's variegated. It's beautiful. Super healthy. Hi. Yes, good hair, good body. Trying to wave at you. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Showing off my new plant. Again, if you are familiar with Soil Vibes, her page is at Soil Vibes. She's in Manhattan on 37th Street. Her store will be opening up again on March 9th because they were closed for 2 weeks. Hi, Sam. As soon as you're ready, you can just request to come in. And then we'll wait for Tiffany. Again, this is Black Love and Plants. We have this every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. And I just talk to people in the plant community about how plants have changed their relationships or enhanced their relationship skills, their communication skills, all that good stuff. Hey, just showing off my new plant. I had to force myself not to buy this big rubber tree because I wanted it so bad. Trying to save my little coins. Alright, Sam requested to come. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tiffany should be
Nice.
joining in a second.
All right. You guys are not together?
No,
Huh?
no. I just moved to Philly, so she's home and I'm
Oh,
in my new home.
okay. Congratulations on your move. You're not too far away from me. I'm in New Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Hold on. She just requested to come.
Oh, perfect.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey, hey.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Chanel? Good
I'm
to finally meet.
good. I know. It's been a long time coming. I just got in my house. I'm okay. I was at a pop-up shop with Soil Vibes. I was showing off my new Hoya
Very
that I
nice.
Ooh.
got.
Very nice. How did it
Yes.
go? How was the pop-up shop?
It was good. It was all right. Kind of slow, but it was also raining up here, so that'll explain it. This was my second one. I had one yesterday with Tia Planta. That one went really well. Yeah.
Okay. What part of Jersey are you in?
I live in North Jersey, right next to Jersey City.
Oh, okay. I wonder how far that
Bayonne.
is from me.
Yeah, I'm not too far.
Yeah.
How's your Saturday? It's not Saturday. How's your Sunday going?
Not too bad.
No.
Mine
How
is
about
pretty
you?
good. It's been kind of slow. I have not been productive. I've just pretty much laid around and waited till 6:30. That's pretty much it. I got up like, hey, everybody, watch the live at 6:30. Then I was like, whoop, back in bed, took a nap, woke up again Yeah, I definitely like lazed out. It was a good day. No complaints.
Okay, that sounds like a great day. I wish I could have one of those days soon.
I don't know.
All
You
right,
might have
so
to take a vacation for that.
huh?
You might have to take a vacation for that. You gotta
Yeah,
leave
you know.
at home. Get some. Mama got to have a life too.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. You know that. That'll happen soon, hopefully. I just went on vacation in December, so I don't think I could do it again.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I haven't been anywhere in so long, so kudos to you.
Same.
Yeah. Where did you guys go last?
My
I think
last
I was
trip,
last in Miami.
Miami.
Miami is my
yeah,
second home at this point.
Okay.
I'll be living there soon.
yeah.
But
We have a
You
Miami.
should,
sister. Yeah, we have a
you should,
sister and brother our sister and brother-in-law live in Miami, so we frequent there.
okay.
My last trip was also Miami, but we were actually taking a cruise to the Bahamas, and they actually surprised us and came with us, so that was super dope. And that was like right before COVID happened in January, so I've literally not been anywhere since January of 2020.
Of
So
2020. Wow.
actually,
That's when I had my
yeah, next week I'm actually going down for my bro Shane's birthday. Happy birthday, Shane.
happy
So
birthday, happy
mama about
birthday.
mama about to have a light down there.
Ah!
Yes. Turn up, Tiffany. Turn up. Have some drinks for me. Have some fun. Relax. Yes. Hey.
Sister
Yeah,
Boogie.
I had some champagne. I just bought a bottle of champagne. I should have popped it so we
Okay.
could party, but you guys enjoy. All right, let's get this started.
All right.
Okay, so we have Tiffany and we have Sam. They're sisters. You guys are from Virginia, Tiffany,
We from the
and
DMV. We
Maryland.
from the DMV.
okay,
It's
DMV.
complicated.
Oh, you from all over. Okay, I got you. But
Right.
Sam just moved to Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, I moved last weekend.
All right, so
And yes,
nice to
I am
meet
in
you.
Virginia.
Okay, nice to meet you.
No.
Let's introduce ourselves. You guys can introduce yourselves. I'm Chanel, owner of Ava and Avery, and this is Sam and Tiffany, and you guys can talk about yourselves now.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead,
I'm
Tiffany.
Tiffany. Sorry, you want to go first, Sam?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. I'm Tiffany. Freedom Child 85 is my IG handle. A plant enthusiast, plant collector, and also plant consultant here in the DMV. I do in-home plant consultations where I diagnose sick plants or I help you repot your plants if you're not too confident in doing that. And I also just come over, assess your lighting and your environment, and suggest the type of plants that will work good for you and your home and your lifestyle and whatnot. So that is what I'm doing these days. Really, really, really enjoying it. Loving all the support. Thank you, Chanel, for having me here today. Super
Thank you
excited.
for being here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. So that is my spiel. Sam?
Wait, we just had a Tiffany wanted me to make sure that I let everybody know that she is the plant lady.
Yes.
I wore my shirt.
Yes. Show it off. She's the plant lady. Make sure everybody know.
Listen,
All right.
you know what? It's so funny because I'm like, I know Chanel thinks I'm like a straight up brat. And I am. But I
Here
appreciate
I am.
thank you, Andy.
It's okay. Own it.
Thank you for working with me. My family is used to working with me, and I'm like, wait a minute, she don't know me like that. I probably shouldn't be being a diva right now. But thank you.
Are you the baby? Who's older?
I'm the baby, actually.
Oh, okay. Tiffany's just spoiled. That's just it. Okay.
We all spoiled in our own right, honestly.
Okay.
Everybody just starts to be accommodating with everybody else in their little ways.
In their own way. All right. All right. You could introduce yourself now, Sam.
Oh, so I'm Sam. Right now I'm living in Philly. I just moved last weekend. I work in like the manufacturing kind of business, so I've been in that for a year. Outside of that, I'm into my plants, my dog, my girlfriend, and tiny houses. Hopefully I have a tiny house soon. I don't know.
Wait, you have a tiny house or you want one?
Plants, really. And my dog.
You have You have a tiny house or you want one?
I want a tiny house.
Oh, okay.
I want a
I'm like,
tiny house or a shipping container house.
yes, for a while, I was so obsessed with tiny houses. Like, I used to watch all those shows that were on
Yeah,
HGTV and all that stuff. Oh my God, they're so cool.
I
They
know. I'm just
are.
about to buy a bunch
It'll
right
really make you
now.
second guess how you live, and you're like, wait a minute, do I actually need all of this?
Yeah.
Right, right. I really don't, but I want it. So I'm like,
Yes, you do want it. Same thing. I mean, I love them. I think it's a cool concept, but I don't think I could ever downsize myself enough to be
okay.
able to live in one.
I think that is honestly, I feel like my next challenge is to downsize a lot where I feel like I don't need as much stuff. And I feel like that would be such a challenge for me because I feel like I change up my style, my clothes, my
Hmm.
hair, everything so often. So I feel like to
Constantly.
just downsize and have my go-to stuff and be in my own space would be such a challenge, but I would definitely like reap the benefits. Being in my own tiny
Yeah.
space and being on the land is really my goal. And honestly, owning my own land and having something where my family can come and they can just come and put something. They could put a tiny house if they want. It could be an
Uh-huh.
Airbnb for the family. It can just
Yes.
be a
Whole
vacation,
tiny house
anything.
town.
So that's really my goal for real.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Thank you for introducing yourselves, guys. All right. So, how did you get into plants and how long have you been in this plant life? Tiffany, you
Okay,
can go first.
I'll go first. Okay, so oddly enough, I've always had like a plant or two around, but just because, it's nice to have a plant or two around. My oldest plant is 5 years old.
Okay.
But um, before the pandemic, right before the pandemic, I purchased my first home. And literally,
Congratulations.
yes, thank you very much. And the reason why I purchased this home was the selling point for me was I went out into the backyard and they already had like the garden section already sectioned off for me. And I was just like, bet I'm
Yep.
ready to buy this house. And so I started in the garden and the pandemic happened. So it's just like I have nothing but time. And
Hmm.
when I started working in the garden, I was obsessed over it. I YouTubed about it because I wanted to do it right. And I found that I was just so excited to wake up every morning, like, let's see what's going on in the garden. Because there was like some adventurous things going down. You just never
Yes.
knew what you was going to smack. I was getting into it with a squirrel, kept digging up stuff. I was just like,
Byron the
Peter Rabbit.
bee.
It was
Byron the
Peter Rabbit
bee.
up in here. Right. And so I love gardening so much. And then as the fall started creeping up and the garden started drying up, I was like, girl, you finna be bored in the house. What you gonna do? Because we were like smack dab in the middle of the pandemic. So I was like, well, I guess we're gonna try some indoor gardening then.
Hmm.
And from there, I just started getting one or two plants at a time. And I had no idea what I was doing. But I would just, every time I get one or two plants, I would bring it home and then I just binge YouTube on whatever plant that I got that day. And so I can figure out how to take care of it and why it's different from this. And so I literally just learned plant by plant. And that's how I got into it. And
Yeah.
also decided, well, maybe I just make me a little indoor jungle up in here. You know what I'm saying? Feeling
And you did. I
very
feel
much
those plants
like,
behind you.
yes, feeling very much Jane of the Jungle, and I'm here for
Yes.
it.
Give it
And
very
so
much jungle.
I love it. But
Yeah, I love it
I'm
too.
gonna need, right, I'm gonna need a bigger household just for the plants. But that's really how I got into it. It started in the garden. I love gardening so much. I brought it indoors, and the rest is history. 2 years in the game, baby, baby.
And you good. And you're making a whole career out of it. That's how you
Okay.
do it. Yes.
That's how you do
Oh,
it.
hold on 1 second. Hey, Aunt Tammy. Hold on, my
Hey,
Aunt
Aunt
Tammy is
Tammy.
up
I
here.
said what I
Hold on.
wasn't gonna say nothing.
Hold on, my Aunt Tammy is up here. My Aunt Tammy also has plants. She does real plants. She also has a garden. Like,
Hi,
y'all,
Aunt
Yes.
we get it
Tammy.
out the blood. We got it out the mud. You know what
For
I'm saying?
real. Everybody in our family got the green thumb.
Okay,
Period.
I know that's right. I hear you.
All
What's
right,
up,
you go,
Aunt
Sam.
Tammy? All right. Your turn, Sam. How did you get into the plant life?
I would say I definitely always love the aesthetic of plants. It's giving fake plant for me starting off, but I feel like definitely seeing everybody commit to like buying plants, and Tiffany and my cousins and my sisters made me want to make the commitment. And once I started, it's just like you can't go back, really. You're really just
Okay.
kind of tuned in for the progress and everything that it takes to keep the plant alive and just thrive for real. So once I kind of made that commitment, it was no looking back for real.
No looking back. So you have a jungle too, or you just starting with your jungle? I see a few plants
I
behind
have
you.
I have a small jungle, but I'm starting.
Um, excuse me. Sam is being modest. She definitely has a jungle. Like she caught up with me like super fast. Like, and for some reason, when she looks around, she don't see it. But she has just as many, if not more, because she's a little bit of a propagation whore. But we'll talk about it another day. So I don't know. I think we're neck and neck. And I can admit I have a jungle, and she's in denial. But
Oh,
It's
I'm
okay. It's
definitely
okay, Sam.
still in denial because I feel like I have a baby jungle, and I also had to get rid of some because I moved. I don't know why I feel like I got rid of half of my collection when I really got rid of like 5. But nevertheless, I
How is the
also
move with the
can't.
plants?
Oh, a disaster. But
It's
we made it work. We made it work. You put the box, they said, because a lot of moving companies, which I realized after the fact, you can't put your plants on moving trucks. But I'm like, you're a professional mover. I'm supposed to put it in the box, you put it on the truck. So they're like, you
Wait,
can't
why?
put,
That's like a rule?
yeah, apparently it's a rule. You can't put plants on a moving truck because the pests or bugs, anything, they try to be
Oh,
mindful of
oh,
that. But I had
okay.
already boxed everything up. I had a problem finding tall enough boxes for my larger plants.
Hmm.
So what I end up doing is just putting 2 boxes on each other, taping them, just poking holes in it, stuffing it with plastic bags, like you said, Tiffany, plastic bags, and just like dirty clothes that we didn't end up washing because we was washing a lot. So I kept a little bit to the side and just packed the box. And then it just ended up filling it in whatever dirt that fell out. It wasn't too much and everything was in a bag. So it ended up actually working out, but I still needed to give away the 5 or 7 that I gave because they wasn't gonna make it. Even
Yeah.
like after moving, I feel like maybe 1 or 2 didn't make it. I lost 1 propagation and 1 plant is on its way out, but we keeping hope alive. So we
I
gonna
mean,
hold on to it until it's on its way out.
one out of all the other plants is
Yeah, 1 out of
could have been
40
worse.
plus isn't bad.
Yeah.
yeah,
1 out of 40
good.
plus isn't bad.
Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. All
Yes.
right. Um, so you guys are both into plants. How have plants brought the two of you together and closer?
You go ahead, Tiffany. Or you want me to go first?
Oh, I can go.
You go first.
Well, I would say it's brought us closer because before the pandemic, me and Sam, when we get together, it's turn up time. We going to DC. We at the day
Yeah.
parties. It's giving day party
It's
at
giving
12
you
o'clock.
street.
Like we're doing brunch, all day mimosas, day party nap, next day party, and then next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and my head is hurt.
Yes.
Sam, get your head back in this car window. We're almost there. And so now that, we're not doing that anymore and we're embracing plants, like, we just, hey, what do you want to do? You want to go to the plant store? Let's go to the plant store. Very much, we're still going to have brunch. We're still going to have mimosas, but
That's
we're
what
going
You
to
I'm
go
can
saying.
have
plant
plants with
shopping.
you.
But we're gonna do it with plants.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that'd be
I
funny.
think that it's just like super dope that we was able to like find something in common outside of the day parties. And I think that's what brought us
Yes.
closer.
You know what you need to do? You need to host a plant day party in the
Ooh.
DMV.
You
In
know
the
I'm a DJ
Plants
girl.
DMV.
and mimosas. I'm there.
Let's get
I
it.
know. I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work.
I think you can make it work.
We could
Let's
do it.
go.
We could do it.
You can do it.
Come Oh, there you go. Oh. Girl, we thought somebody kidnapped you. We thought SOS. The goddamn
Fell.
Russians.
Oh my god. That was some scary shit. Okay. All right, I'm back. Oh my god. I'm a mess. I don't even know how I made it in this house. Okay.
It's all good.
All right. What's your favorite part of sharing the plant life with your sister? You kind of just answered the question. Y'all drink and plant
Yeah,
shop
I would
together.
say being excited, just doing something that makes us both excited that we can share together. I feel like it also gives me a chance to, it also gives me a chance to be vulnerable a bit too. Like, just because I have those moments with my sister that's kind of one on one a lot when we're talking about plants and when she's coming over, and just be like, I'm low key like, I'm going crazy here.
Yeah.
You know, and she's just like, girl, relax. You're going to lose some leaves. I'm like, but why? I'm doing everything I can. So I feel like it gives us that moment for me to really feel like I could just be vulnerable and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. And sometimes you can do your best and you still may lose a plant. It doesn't matter. Get another plant and keep going. Tiffany has a lot of plants, and just to see how much she's grown her plants and see that, okay, she still loses a plant here and there, but you know, a lot of plants are still growing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it's about. You can do it all you can, but you know, some plants on their way out. Gee, they said my time is up. So that's what it is.
Okay, so Tiffany, your sister moves like 4 hours away. How's that? How's
Let
that
me
working for
tell you,
you?
see.
Ghetto.
If you want to go Oprah on me, let's go Oprah then. I ain't gonna lie. It was very, very hard, Chanel. And I really tried to hold it together because I know I have a habit of making myself the main character. So I was like, not this time, Tiffany. You are not. And so I went to her house before she moved. I helped pack some things. I was just non-emotional. And the minute I walked to my couch, I cried so hard there. I'm talking about I ugly cry. You would have thought her ass was born in Ukraine. I was like, But you know what? My baby sister got promoted, and I'm so proud of her. And
Congratulations.
yes, I just did not want to ruin that moment, but it's rough. It's gonna be a little hard. But I've never been to Philadelphia.
And now you can come, road trip.
Yes. So Samantha
There
is
you go.
currently she's scoping out all the spots. So when I get there, we touch down. It's gonna be ready, set, go. So you know, I'm proud of it. It's hard that I had to let it go, but I had practiced my sister Jenny up in here. I see you, Jenny. My other sister Jenny, who's in Miami, I had practiced with her when she moved to Miami. Cried too, Andy.
Okay.
I'm always crying because that's what I gotta do to get through my emotions. And you know, I love them the same. I'm gonna be good. We all gonna be good. You know, we grow apart sometimes, but
Exactly. You find new
never in
things.
our heart.
We grow together, but we don't never grow apart. How about
You
that?
understand? Yeah, we baby's kids. We don't die. We multiply. All right.
Too funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I lost where I was. All right. Are there any other relationships that you cultivated through plants besides you and your sisters? And your
Yeah. Yes. So let me tell you something.
all right. Let me find out you found a plant daddy, first of all.
Oh,
Right.
not the kind I want. Trust me, not the kind I want. So let me tell you, it's this man down. I go to this nursery. It's called Sunnyside Nursery. It's in Stafford, Virginia. It's a creepy old place on the outside. On the street, it looked like a graveyard. But
Oh,
it's
God.
really not. It's a plant nursery. They just got a lot of like them little goggles and statues that go out there. It looked creepy, but it's actually a nice nursery once you go inside. But anyway,
Okay.
I digress. This old white gentleman who works there. I imagine he owns it. He looked like he about 103. And he's a little bit of a creeper. He is a creeper. There's no doubt about it, but he's a nice man. And so now when I go there, he's always extra friendly with me. And one time he offered me and my sister Morgan snacks from his pocket. And it was like this crumbly bag of graham crackers and pretzels and raisins. And he was like, my wife made these. Would you like some? And I was like, no, thank you, Freddie. He's like, would you like to see my goat? So then we went out back in the back of the nursery, and it's all these like nursery pots piled up like mountains. It was like a scary movie, but I was already invested. And I met a damn goat named Betty. And oh my goodness.
Freddie and Betty.
Yes, I know. You think I'm mad, but I'm not. And I met the damn goat, and I know that goat. And I went to visit it the other last time, and they said the goat is gone. And my heart is broken because that goat deserved better, and I wanted to do something for that goat, but I never got a chance. But we bonded. So there's Freddie and Betty, the goat. Those are my relationships.
Well, that's I did ask you about. I asked for it and I got an answer, and thank you. And I'm sorry that Betty is no longer with us. Where is Betty?
Oh, so listen, they had to get rid of Betty, but they wouldn't tell me what they did with it. The last time I was like, so where's the goat? Is Betty still here? But Freddie wasn't there. His son was there. And I said, so is the goat still here? He was like, that goat is gone. That goat never had any business being here. I don't know why he even brought that thing here. And I was like, I don't know either, but I still want to know the saga continues. And the next time I see Freddie, I'm going to ask him what happens to that damn goat.
Stay tuned.
So keep us updated, because I'm invested now, and I want to know where Betty is. Where is Betty? You better start a reel, some reels talking about where's Betty.
Yeah, I want to know.
A series.
Betty Gate. Where is Betty?
Betty. What about you, Sam? Do you have any Freddie and Betty stories?
I don't. I would say relationships that plants have helped me just cultivate relationships. I don't know. Plants have just taught me a lot of patience. So that's just something that I try to keep in mind with every day. Just being patient and not rushing results, or, just rushing to have something, because I want it right there in that moment. That doesn't mean it's going to come to fruition. So I feel like plants have definitely taught me patience and, just tending to things.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since you said that, so she was saying what, is there a relationship that plants help you cultivate? Maybe not, but curious to know how Maila has kind of, I don't know, gelled with your plant hobby. Because, not to change subjects, but the last time I seen Sam, I brought her this ginormous bird of paradise, because I was like, because she always wanted one. I was like, if I ever see one, I'm going to pick you up one. And so they're literally like trying to pack. She already has 1 million plants, and I'm showing up with this big giant bird of paradise. So I'm like, Maila, I'm so sorry to do this. I'm so sorry to do this to you.
Is Maila your girlfriend?
Yes.
So maybe you could talk about how Maila has kind of, I guess, gotten used to. Is she supportive of you having 1 million gajillion plants? What have you learned with working with Maila and plants? How about that?
Yes. So I will also say that one of the important things that I've learned when it comes to plants, or just things in general and being in a relationship, it's okay to be into things that your partner is not into, and you can't shove it down their throat. So, it's like, look at this plant. But it's like, they're like, okay, girl, enough with the plant. But Maila has definitely been very supportive of me and my plant journey, and just like seeing plants that I be like, oh, this is on my plant wish list and stuff like that, and just getting naturally excited for plants. And even like since we've moved and I've like unpacked all my plants, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this plant growing, I thought it was dying, it's crazy. So it's like, you really just never know what's going on with your plants, and just her watching me get excited about it just makes her excited, and she's kind of always slightly tuned in for the next thing that's popping in the garden world over here. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like she might not act excited, but she low
But
key
she
excited
is.
because she loves the aesthetic. It gives a nice little vibe. Everybody come over, they say something about the plants. You know, she's like, my baby girl did the plants. So
Oh.
it's definitely been a good thing, even if she may not contribute that much to the plants, which is fine. I'm okay with that because it's something that I've taken on, and it's my responsibility. It's something that I love, and I just love that she loves to watch me be excited about it and, you know, go out and get more plants. I can fill this whole apartment with plants, and I feel like Maila really one kid, as long as they're not in her way. So,
And as long
thank
as
you for
she doesn't
that.
have to take care of
Okay.
them.
Okay. Long as I water them, take care of them, they look good. When people come over, that's all. That's all she needs. And ain't no
Good.
nap, really. That's
Good.
all she needs.
Okay. All right. Tiffany, let me ask you. You have a son, right? You're a parent.
Yes, my son is 16 years old.
Okay. So, do you feel like when you got into plants, like your plant relationship helped you with your parenting relationship at all?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. So even though Marlon is not into plants at all, he still helps me whenever I need. Um, Once I started doing the workshops, he's there every time because I can't do it all by myself. I'm lugging all these plants and what have you, and he because of that he's been able to practice the business side of things. He's 16. He's going to be soon looking for, if not community service, first jobs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I allow him to help me with administrative stuff on the back end, so I'm able to practice my hobby and also, teach Marlon along the way. And I found that over time he's a little bit more, again, similar to Maila, he pretends that he's not into it, but I find that little by little he becomes more invested.
Low key
He's
into it.
like walking around the house, he's like, your plant don't look too good, Mom. He'll notice like if one of my plants is not looking too good. And I'm like, oh, thought you didn't care.
Uh-huh.
For real, you know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes when he's helping along, it's just like, okay, here we go. But little things like that let me know that he actually really does care. Um, he's not into plants, but 2 Father's Days ago, like 2 years ago, I gave all the men in my family little succulents. He had a jade plant. I gave Lou Marlin a jade plant that he begrudgingly took care of. 2 years. It's been 2 years, and the thing is this big now.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Hey.
It's wide. I mean, it's just sitting on his. And every time I go in, I'm like, yo, you are just killing the game with this plant. Like, you have a green thumb. And of course, he brushes it off and goes, I'm only taking care of it because you're going to get upset if I don't. I'm like, no, there's plenty of things that you still do, and I'm gonna get upset, like when you eat all my damn
Mhm.
chips. Okay, you still eat all my damn chips. Okay, so it's not about that. Deep down, you like taking care of this plant and watching it grow, but I won't say nothing. So I
Right.
think that he might not agree, but I think the plant thing has also made us closer because he cares for his own plants and he wants my plants to thrive because he knows I really love my plants, so he keeps
Mhm.
an eye out for me, and I like it. He like it, I love it. And you know what? Also, he's very tolerant because I think if Marlon had his way, he would live a minimalist lifestyle like you want to do. He likes everything clear, and I'm like, there's an empty spot right there. We got to do something with that. You know what I'm saying?
Feel it,
So,
yes.
yeah, that's what I think. That's my answer.
Okay. All right. All right. So that's all my questions. But we're gonna play a would you rather game. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you two options. Would you rather A or B?